How's it going? This is Prince with North Carolina Mobile Detailing. Um, it's about 6 a.m. here in North Carolina, man. I always love walking through here um, in the morning and making videos. But today I like to talk about how to gain 1,000 customers in 1 year. There's a whole process behind it. So you want to make sure you have all your tools in place when you do this plan. Some people call me the general because I always always got a plan, baby. It used to be a old show called The A-Team with Mr. T on there, um, and then the head guy, the general, his name was I think his name was Hannibal, and he always his slogan was like, "I love it when a plan comes together, baby." So I love this plan right here. Um, so here's the plan. And what you want to do with this plan is you want to get 1,000 people, right? 1,000 clients. But in order to get 1,000 clients, like you're gonna go through like maybe like 3,000 cars, just to get that 1,000, maybe more, just to get those loyal 1,000 just off this plan alone. All right. But if you supplement it with all the other plans that I've given you, and if you haven't, if it's your first time watching me, you probably should check out all my videos, because I dropped some good information, especially with auto detailing. Um, but let's get to the plan. So if you ever heard of Groupon, Living Social, and of course I know you guys have heard of Amazon, right? And for those, I'm gonna talk as if you don't know, all right? So Groupon is a company, they sell pretty much coupons, right? Groupon, coupon. Living Social is the same thing, except the only difference between Living Social and Groupon is that Groupon deals with mainly Groupon sell anything. Like they like me, I'll sell anything, baby. Um, Living Social is more on a service side, you know. So if you own a restaurant or you have like a massage parlor or something like that, they deal with you on that end. Amazon, of course, Amazon is Amazon. They sell anything, man. So here's what we do. We don't use this plan no more because I don't like working with those coupon companies. But it is good starting out, and I wish someone would have told me this plan when I first started out, because I'd probably be 5, 10 years ahead of all my competition, man. So here we go. The way it works is you would make a detail package. You would then put that detail package on the on Groupon website, on Living Social website, on Amazon website. All right, and what they would do, they would just sell it for you, right? Because instead of paying for like pay per click and advertisement and buying all these flyers and handing them out, which is still good, you still should do that. Like, I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that. Matter of fact, I suggest you do that along with this plan. Um, but they'll sell your packages for you. So if they're selling your packages for you, you need to have already set up your website and how to capture the customers that's coming to you, because you want to keep reselling them. So if you have your website set up, you have some sort of online booking, because especially in places like the way they used to do it is they used to do email blasting. In some cities and some states, they still do email blasting. So if you're in one of those cities or state where you get email blasting, they're gonna kill it. Like, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna get a lot of clients. All right. Um, but there's a catch to it, right? It doesn't cost you any money to put your business on these sites, but there's a catch to it. Here's the catch. The catch is, let's say you got $100 detail, right? The way they sell it is, in order to sell it to their customers, they're going to sell it to their customers at 50% off, $50, which ain't too bad. $50 in your pocket, that ain't too bad. However, in order for them to get paid, in order for you to get paid, they take 50% of the 50%. In other words, you're doing a $100 detail for $25 or 25%. So with that being said, son, so with that being said, you gotta have your stuff in place now. Right now, really all you're doing is trying to get that client, right? And I know you like, man, I'm not doing no $25 detail, right? But it all depends on your prices. If you're the boss, then you can price it whatever you want to. So like for us, we price that joint at, like we're doing interior and exterior basic wash for $100, and they'll sell it for like 20. So I mean, we'll get our $25 from that, right? And so with that being said, we still made money. The flip side of it is that this month they might sell 100 of them, right? So you just made $2,500. So now if you got $2,500 in your pocket, you still got to do 100 cars, so, but you got $2,500 in your pocket, so you can work that out. And that's with all three of the companies. And what we did, we ran them simultaneously behind each other, one by one. How you doing, sir? One by one, right behind each other. Let's see. So what you want to do is, here's the thing about those people who buy those coupons, okay? You want to whatever package you decide to sell to them, you want to be able to upsell them as you go out there, okay? And this is how we supplemented our income on it, all right? So every car that you go to, I don't care if it just got waxed like the other day. I think it need to be waxed again, right? So you upsell them on a shampoo, you upsell them on the headlight restoration, you upsell them on the wax. It doesn't matter, right? Upsell them on everything. Another thing is, with these coupons in the contract, it states that gratuity is not included with the package. So in other words, you need to have your gratuity together. And gratuity, if you don't know, is just your tip, all right? And what we normally do, we tip 20% of the full detail. So what that means is that after I finish detailing your car, you owe me 20% of $100. So that is an additional $20. So now, instead of getting paid $25 for the detail, you're getting paid $45 for the detail, right? But you don't get that other 20 until after you finish the first one. So if you sold 100 coupons this month, now you're at $5,000, right? And this is real easy startup money. And I'm gonna tell you a little secret that we did with Groupon, Living Social, and Amazon. They pretty much pay you residually every 2 weeks, all right? Based upon how many, and the check is really based upon how many packages or how many coupons they sold for you, okay? So we don't start detailing nobody car until we get our check. So every time we do, like, and you can push these mugs out as far as you want, they're coupons, right? You can push them out for like 5, 6, man, we had people on our calendar for like 6 months, bruh. 6 months. Like we killed it though. We killed it because we was running like, we ran all of them simultaneously at the same time, man, and the same deal. You know, I think with Groupon, we sold about 186 a month. With Living Social, we sold 300 a month. With Amazon, we sold about 200 and some change a month. 200 and some change. And that went on for like a year. Like, you talking about running with your heads chopped off, bruh. We was like, whoo. It was ridiculous, bruh. It was ridiculous. But anyway, but it was cool because the guys would come home with their tips, man. They doing 5 cars a day, right? So they're coming home with $100 a day in tips, right? Just in tips. We're not talking about anything else. We ain't talking about upselling. We ain't talking about nothing. $100 a day in just tips. right? So my man's like, if he's really grinding, he's going 7 days, right? He come home with $700, just like that. Just like that. And it's not like no serious, like super strong detail or nothing like that, man. It's a basic inside and outside cleaning. That's all it is. It should take you like 45 minutes to an hour based upon the size and condition of the car. That's what we suggest. That's what I suggest you do. Don't give them the full big package, because there's no way to upsell them. All right. Plus, if you give them that really big package, you're probably going to be the highest one on there. And because there's other mobile detailers that's on there, and you know, you might get like, you'll have a very slow return rate. You know, people buying your coupons, you probably only sell like 5, which is still good, you know, but you want to get as many customers as possible. Now, you want to have them to be on your online booking, because if you got it set up correctly, then once they put their email address in there and the phone number and all that good stuff inside of it, then you have that customer to capture. So once you capture that customer, you can send them stuff like, of course you got to have their permission to sell them anything, but you can ask them you can ask them if you would like to get on our monthly plans, or after you finish the detail, just ask them, hey, would it be okay if I sent you something to keep your car up every single month, just a contract, right? And if you haven't checked out one of the other videos on how to set up your personal contracts with individuals, right? Because I don't really care about working with dealerships, right, and giving them this extra super deal, right? And when you can get that super deal to just anybody, just get a super deal to them. So that's one thing. Have your stuff already set up. Have your contracts already set up. Have your email blasting program already set up. Have everything already set up, so when this work start coming in, and usually it takes about 2 weeks for everything to be set up on their end for it to start rolling. And this is totally free. It's totally free. So I'm gonna try and put those links underneath the this video here. However, if it's not there, then just Google or go to any search engine, put in there Living Social Merchant, Groupon Merchant, Amazon Merchant, right? And that'll lead you to where you have to go. And that's it. And also, what's beautiful about it is that, you know, you still got your regular work that's coming in, right? You still got, so what we did, all right, this is what we did. With the coupons, you want to do them when you start off. If you're not selling as much as we did, then what you want to do is set up your coupons on certain days. So if you're usually slow on Mondays, Sundays, Wednesdays, that's the only day you do them on, right? So when you set up your online booking, that's the only days they can get. And it doesn't matter how far out you have to do it. Sometimes, and this is what we do, sometimes the customer will call you and say, I seen your deal on Groupon or Living Social. And also, that's also good for driving traffic to your website too. We seen your deal on Groupon and Living Social. Want to know how far out are you booked? Okay. And this is how we respond. We say, well, with the coupons, you have first come, first serve. First come, first serve on a coupon. On the however, if you want to book directly with us and eliminate Living Social, we can get to you on tomorrow. You know, that way you give them the same deal. That way, instead of getting 25% of that deal, you now have just raised it up to 75%, because they still gotta pay the gratuity. So you're still getting all pretty good. And those are the people that you really want. And after about a year or so of doing this, you have more than enough to have 1,000 clients on your contracts, because that's what the goal is, to get 1,000 people contracted to you. So if they're spending $20 a month, right, and that's again, it's pretty difficult to do. Pretty difficult to do 1,000 cars in 1 month, right? But it's not impossible.